What's good, chat? Bad? That's that's not good. That's the opposite of good. You need to get it together, my friend. Your name's not chat? Well, there's a lot of chat, sorry. Sorry to disappoint you, but hey, look, an arrow I can't pick up. Who's surprised? I really should take the items off of this character. That would make sense, but probably too much sense if we think about it. I'm not gonna wait around this too long this time around, because normally I wait around for a while for people to show up. But I'm not gonna do that, because why bother, right? First come, first serve. How am I doing? I'm doing alright, Star Platinum. What's going on? Alrighty, so today we're doing a tournament. I'm back! That's right. Whole 2 weeks of me not doing streams, but I've returned. If you were at my stream yesterday, then on the Eclipse FPS channel, then you would know why I was gone for 2 weeks. If you weren't there, then you won't know, and I'm not going to tell you, so tough luck. Anyways, the way the tournament works is pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and explain all the rules and how you join and all that good stuff right now. So, I have all of the rules and the stuff you need to know on my Discord channel. That's not a thing. It's in a Discord channel on my Discord server. There you go. I did it. Mission accomplished. The Discord server is linked in the description of the stream, so you should be able to find it there. I'm pretty sure it's also in the description or in the bio of the Twitch. I don't know if it's there, but I might have put it there. I hope I did. And so in order to join the tournament, there's going to be a tournament joins channel that will open at the bottom of the Discord, and you'll just put any sort of message you want in there, and I'll pick 14 people. And out of those 14 people, or if you're chosen as one of those 14 people, you'll be able to see the rest of the channels on the Discord, and if you don't see those channels, then you weren't selected. Tough luck, buddy. Because you'll get a role on the Discord. Tournament rules themselves. I haven't done this in a while, so bear with me. You can't go too far from your area of play. There's a few places that you can play at. I'll explain where those are momentarily. I can't speak today. I'll explain where those are momentarily, but if you go too far from where you're supposed to be playing, at the discretion of the people playing, obviously, then you're going to get punished for it. You'll lose a stock, and if you do it on the last stock, then you'll lose the match you're playing. So don't run 8 miles away from your arena. You're allowed to avoid your opponent. You're not allowed to run 8 miles out of bounds. Just not how it works. All stands and abilities are allowed, and you can switch your stands, but only between your matches, not between stocks. Should have said it earlier, but all matches are 1v1 rules, which means that you have 2 stocks, and there's no breaks in between the stocks. So, you know, that. Interrupting an ongoing game will result in an automatic disqualification. And so don't attack, stand around, or any of that during someone's game. And don't attack me, otherwise you'll also get disqualified. And if you do that stuff and decide to be a troll, you waste everyone's time because we have to remake the whole server, and it sucks, so don't do that. Last thing that I should have mentioned but totally forgot is that all the matches are double elimination, which means that if you lose a game, you die twice, lose 2 stocks, you're not out of the tournament yet. There's a loser's bracket, and if you lose, you can go play in the loser's bracket, and if you lose in the loser's bracket, then you're done. So, in theory, if you lose the first match you play, if you win every single one after that, you can still win the tournament. So don't quit out if you lose a match, because then you just waste everyone's time. Anyways, where are you going to be playing? That's the good thing to explain. There's, I think, what, 4 or 5 places that'll tell you to play. One of them is in the middle here, in the middle of the map. Pretty self-explanatory. One of them is, oh man, that sun is bright, huh? One of them is right below the guy doing the pull-ups over there, outside of the tunnel to the train station. One of them is that corner where the bow salesman is. One of them's over there by Trish, the NPC that's uninteractable. And the last one is right after, or right before the bridge to the castle, just in that general area. These places are where they are in order to make it so that they're away from NPCs, as well as time manipulating moves won't hit other people. So like if someone time stops over here, people over here aren't going to get affected, that kind of thing, so that you don't, you know, time stop the wrong people. And that's about it. So hopefully I didn't forget anything. And you're banned from the Discord. Lamau, you're an idiot. Don't get banned from the Discord. If you're banned from the Discord, you're out of luck. And I'm going to open the channel in about 2 seconds, and then close it in about 2 more seconds, and then pick people, and we'll get things started. We're speedrunning today. No particular reason why, but we are. And it should be open, assuming it didn't crash. Yep. And now it's not open. Oh, never mind. It still is open. I might have crashed it. That'd be fine. Now it's not open. I'll pick people momentarily. So if you get picked, you'll be able to see the other chats, and there's a bunch of stuff in there that you should read through. Important stuff. This song's a banger, by the way. I get claimed for it a lot, though. Square Enix has a high tendency of claiming stuff for Final Fantasy VII Remastered songs, even though I'm playing the original song from the game, from the original Final Fantasy VII. It's very annoying. Damn it, Square. I always appeal it and I always win, but it doesn't stop them from doing it every single time. You'd think they'd you'd think their precious little algorithm would figure that out by now, but apparently not. Alright, that should be it. Assuming I didn't mess anything up. If I added too many people, then I'll feel pretty bad. But I don't think I did. I did not. So, if you're in the tournament at this point and you can see the tournament chats, you should be able to see a few channels. One of them is tournament code, which is the private server code that you can use to get into the server. Obviously, some of you, yeah, are already in here, a lot of you. Also, take note, if you're in the tournament, that there's a thing on here called Match Results Report. Please read this channel. After you play a game, you need to report who won the game in there, so I don't have to hound around trying to find you to ask you who won a game. I have a bracket that's that I'll be putting, or I'll have on my screen that has all the match results, and if I have to chase you around, it makes everything run slower. So please use Match Results Report. You help all of us by using Match Results Report, I promise. I just gotta put everyone's names in. Seems we've got an interesting selection of stands today from the sounds of it. Maybe it won't just be Star Platinum the World and the World Over Heaven all day. Maybe I stand corrected. Okay, almost there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13? Someone's missing. Yep, oh well. Whoever's 14th, better luck next time, because you're not here. They're gonna show up in like 10 minutes and be like, did I miss it? Guarantee it. %, promise you. We could take bets on it if you'd like. That almost happens. There's always one or two people that don't join, and then they show up later, and they're like, "Come on, man, just let me in." Like, I can't do that. That's not how that works. Gotta wait for the bracket to load. Bear with me. Anyone who's been to a tournament before knows this. We got a hot minute ahead of us. Yeah, so I was initially gonna go get all those spec items, like the reskins with the candy, and then I realized that I have like a bajillion accounts and I'd just be wasting my time. Think about it. I get those spec items on one account, and there's still 15 others. Yeah, I don't think so. Forget that. Not worth it. You were there. Just got a few things to set. I saw an arrow, the Aerosmith skin. I need to make a. Oh hey, they updated the Star Part of the World model. I didn't know that. Must have missed that. But I need to make an Aerosmith update video, assuming that those shadow buffs they did, I'm assuming by accident, are still applied. Yeah, the joins are closed. If you're asking to join, you're probably not watching the fact that there's a bunch of people on my screen, are you?
Joins or close people stop asking PLS. Hi,
Yep.
Eclipse.
What's going on, Shindor? Appreciate the donation. Now, people always ask me to play GPO all the time. I'm not playing that game. If you ask me to play it, you're wasting your breath. I'm not playing it. Sorry to disappoint. Just not happening. Okay. Finally ready to go. Let's get Hacker and I and MLG Mask over by the tunnel to the train station. Nova and Fan, that's a mouthful, over at the Bow Salesman. Nox and Nerf Master, you guys are going to be at the corner by Trish. And then AFK Shu and Mumu, you guys are right here. I can't even speak straight when talking normally, so trying to commentate the tournament's going to be real fun, I'm sure. Based on what I've been dealing with so far. Okay, I don't know who's who. That's kind of a problem. I probably should have paid more attention to that before the tournament actually began, but...
What starts with F and ends with N? Hint funny.
It's Mumu and AFK Shu. Got it. Okay, understood. Is that... funny doesn't end with F and N. Sorry to disappoint you. Anyways, we've got Moo Moo and AFK Shu. Moo Moo's got Star Platinum of the World Haman, AFK with GER, but I don't know what spec, so I suppose we'll find out. I can only assume boxing, but they don't have the boxing gloves out, so I suppose we'll see. And this could go either way, to be honest with you. It really all depends on how much AFK decides to stall out, as well as how many M1s that Moo Moo's able to land. Because at the end of the day, Star Platinum of the World's going to be at the head of the pack when it comes to DPS, but you can't heal yourself consistently with GER. Just running in circles for no particular reason. Pluck, questionable pick, assuming that's what it is for GER. I'm really interested to see this now, because Star Platinum of the World Haman's just gonna delete you in 4 hits. Alright, finally actually starting the match. This may have ended before it began, because you'll see it in today's video, spoiler alert, where I use Pluck, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. Pluck is bad. Pluck is a bad spec, and if you use it and you do good with it and you're saying it's good, you could just do better with any of the other specs that are actually worth using. And because of that, I think that AFK is just going to get absolutely demolished by Star Platinum of the World Haman, hitting him with maybe 7 M1s and taking his entire stock. Case in point, 30 damage on that Platinum Slam. 12 damage per M1, 25 with the finisher. No matter how much you can heal here, honest to God, I'm pretty sure that Moo Moo could barrage first every single time and win, because Pluck doesn't have basically any follow-ups at all off of barrage, and is just going to get out-damaged every single time they do it. Like, it's brutal. It's really bad. Another Platinum Slam coming out. That's some more free damage. 2 more hits of that 12. It's just hard to believe that 3 M1s does even more than that Platinum Slam. That's mind-blowing to me, but here we are. Of course, Lifeform being one of the worst moves in the entire game. Tries to use Pierce Strike there. Of course, that getting canceled because pretty much every single move that Pluck has gets canceled, which means just mashing M1s against you is going to win out. And there we go, first stock going down, unsurprisingly, with Moo Moo taking it relatively easily. Stops the heal there, so looking like it's full health. And AFK is going to have a very uphill battle in order to bring himself back into this, especially when considering the fact that they have Pluck. Pluck GER maybe even being more questionable. I don't know what the game plan there was, I'll be perfectly honest. You have like 100 keybinds to worry about as it is. That's gotta be rough. AFK is gonna be coming back here. I imagine trying to even up the match, but it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be an uphill battle. Another 30 damage from the Platinum Slam. Right now, I haven't seen a single parry on that Platinum Slam, and mind you, Platinum Slam is a lot harder to parry now than it used to be, for sure. But it shouldn't be hitting as many times as it has, I would say. Thankfully, I've not seen a Skull Crusher come out yet for Moo Moo, and you know what? We're just kind of case in pointing here. AFK does 5 damage with an M1. And Moo Moo does 12. Almost 13. He needs to win, like, triple the interactions in order to win this game. Triple. He needs to land 3 times more hits. How are you supposed to do that? Oh, no, yeah, 2.1 barrage. That's probably going to kill him. Yep, there it goes. Match is going to wrap up. Moo Moo's going to take it 2-0 over AFK Shu. Crucify me all you want, dude. Pluck's bad. I'm making the call. Alright, let's see Tom and Julian in the middle here. I missed the donation, hang on. Michski, been a while. It sure has, Michski. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. I didn't do anything for the last 2 weeks. That would make sense. Alrighty, so Aerosmith with the sign, which I think is the bat skin, right? This should go well. And I can only assume Silver Chariot Requiem with the skin.
What about Pluck Anubis?
Pluck Anubis is an exception. But even still, someone was showing me something a little while ago about how if you use boxing and you like delay your M1 hits, you can confirm eye gouge off of it, which might end up making it better. Because you get a little bit more damage, but the actual pluck damage from Pure Strike and Triple Pure Strike isn't super great, and Triple Pure Strike is very inconsistent. So while Pluck Anubis is maybe one of the exceptions to that rule, you still might be better off using something else, but it would... I've got some work to do in that case. Looking like we're going to start things off here. I didn't actually pay attention to who's who once again, which is problematic, but we are going to see Conqueror's Will coming off right off the bat. That's going to be a whole lot of damage. Did they get the confirm, though? Yes, they did, but even if they didn't, it's Aerosmith, so it wouldn't have mattered. Looks like Tom's got SCR there with Julian using the classic Aerosmith. And, ooh, that's a pretty nifty effect. I've never seen that before. Aerosmith with the skin, having the different Vola Barrage, and it looks like the Vola Barrage shadow buff or whatever is still in place, and Pilot's going to really, really, really hurt Julian in this matchup. Really, just this matchup in general should be impossible. So exactly. Aerosmith has a chance now with those buffs against some of the other stands, but SCR is not one of them.
VD crying.
Funny beatdown? I don't think so. Didn't you say one word? You said a word, right? Did I miss that? Someone get back to me on that one. Yuri, you said a singular word. Funny beatdown is what? 3 words? Unless we count beatdown as one word. Depends. Anyways, running back here, and as I've already said, not looking super great for Julian, but not completely over. It really just depends on how much they're able to, they're able to avoid Julian's attack, or what's his face? I don't even remember his name. I am bad at commentary. Tom, that's who it is. Tom's attacks. As you see there, as I was saying just a minute ago, trying to use the pilot to kind of invalidate any sort of follow-ups after the Vola Barrage is what we really need to see here coming out from Tom, and it's exactly what we are seeing. Aerosmith not being a super great stand as it is, being able to get that double barrage guaranteed with, ooh, that was rough. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Zoom Punch got canceled by the passive damage of the propellers from the Aerosmith blades, but not looking like it's going to matter a whole lot there with 9.1 M1s coming out. With the confirm, yep, manages to get the confirm. That's probably a done deal here. Does manage to get off with the, yep, there it goes. Tom's going to take it over Julian. Entering my tournaments with Aerosmith has yet to work, and it looks like that tradition is not ending today. Unless they make some massive comeback, but I'm not holding my breath. Good stuff to Tom, though. Alright, let me take a look at match results report and see who won. The match I saw. Where an MLG is over. And Nox and Master is over. Gotcha. So Nova and Anfan are still rolling. So that means I can send. Let's have Mr. Awesome and Moo, you guys go over to the tunnel to the train station. Let's have Ninja and Tom. You guys head to the Trish corner. I don't think there should be anyone there. And then Loki and MLG Mask. Let's see you guys right here. Something? I'm not sure why Mr. Awesome put a thing down, because
I
he hasn't
wanted to
even
get
played.
into the tourneys, but by the time you start them I'm in school, cause I'm an hour behind you.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Who was that? It was Michski, I'm assuming. Yeah. So, Michski, I have said on multiple occasions that I might move the tournaments over to Saturdays, and then I just never did. So, in all likelihoods, I should probably do that. Match starting that I missed the beginning of here. Ow. That was kind of funny. I nuked myself. We've got MLG Mask and Loki here. MLG rocking the world, so gotta respect that. Obviously, the World Vampire, an interesting choice. I just screwed up the clones there. I take full responsibility. That's my bad. But Loki's D4C Love Train with Haman is probably gonna trivialize out. Yeah, just one barrage doing 2.9, and I think that might take the stock. Not quite, but it's not looking pretty. Right now, this is another one of those scenarios, just like in that, ooh, that was really smart. Good time stop there. Being a confirm, of course, off of the, oh, that's gonna be so much damage. Oh, did he die? I might be standing corrected here with MLG taking that first stock with the crazy time stop combo. You're able to get a nuts amount of damage off of time stop with Vampire, because of course you can use the freezing punch, which freezes them in place. Whether they decide to block or not block, there's no counterplay after a time stop. And then you can get the Road Roller, which you can't block now, which does even more damage. Obviously, it was a whole lot better before the Rage time stops got re-nerfed into Oblivion, but still being a very strong option. And we saw all that damage coming out there. But this is one of those scenarios, as I said earlier, against the Star Planet of the World versus, who was that? No, it wasn't Aerosmith. Who was the Star Planet of the World playing against? GER Pluck, that's what it was. And in those kinds of scenarios where you just get so heavily outdamaged that you need to win more interactions, it is a serious struggle. And that's where the time stop kind of has to make up for that damage loss. Because at this point, D4C Love Train only has to hit... It was doing like, what, 2.9 or something damage on the barrage? That's nuts. And that vampire healing is not going to be saving you. That's for sure. That was a long break in the match there, but it looks like we're going to get things started. I just realized that knives are back. Didn't really comment on that. The first tournament in a while that knives have returned. Unfortunately, trying to stop that explosive clone can be easier said than done sometimes. And knives are back to breaking and going to the moon. So that's pretty cool. There we just saw the barrage being used there. You know for sure that we know absolutely for 100% certain that Loki wanted to get in there and try to get a barrage of his own after the whiff, or the barrage that MLG had to use in order to, oh, that was a good play. After MLG used the barrage to have to kill the clones. But then again, you do have to be careful because that is basically a 50-50 trade. If you go in, you barrage the clones, and then they heavy punch, you're getting hits. You need to either be ready for the parry or ready to kill him. Another clone's getting memed because he's using them so close to the edge of the thing there. Not a whole lot that can be done, unfortunately. Does cancel that kick barrage by desummoning the stand. Pretty smart play, and okay. Oh, that's really bad. Block? All right, yeah, block, dash out, no problem. Get out of there. Not dealing with that Love Train today, absolutely not. I think we're probably going to see Rage pop soon if it hasn't been already, and Loki's absolutely going to be looking for a kick barrage, or not Loki, MLG's absolutely going to be looking for a kick barrage, because if they do manage to get a kick barrage, as of right now, Love Train on cooldown. Oh, yep, Explosive Clone going to cancel that out. While Love Train's on cooldown, you can get the confirm into time stop. If you go for that kick barrage while the Love Train is ready to go, you're just going to get countered, unfortunately, which makes the matchup considerably a bit harder. We've been seeing so far MLG playing pretty passive, trying to stay out of the line of fire, because of course getting barraged eats you that 2.9, and it's just not worth it. We may see a kick barrage here, but the Love Train is almost surely, nope, no Love Train. Does go for the time stop. Didn't get the time stop with the stand off, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, considering that, yep, he's just going to get hit by that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And that's the second stock being taken there. MLG going to go against the odds and take the game over Loki. Not what I expected, but I'm impressed to see it nonetheless. Why are people match result reporting matches that don't exist?
D4CLT.
Well, that's some bad timing. I'm not sure why people keep match result reporting matches that don't exist, but A little bit lost on that one. We gotta get losers bracket rolling. And I should be able to do that now. Let's take a look. Alright. So Loki and Julian, you guys go play at the bridge to the castle. And I think I had... Oh shit, wait, hang on. Don't go there. Stop, you violated the law. Ninja one over time. Never mind. Yeah, no, actually, play here. Play here. I'll have someone else go over there in a second. Tom and Hackerney, you guys go over to the bridge. Sorry, my bad. I apologize. That's my fault. The people who should be here are Loki and Julian, wherever they are. Not sure where Loki ended up, but should be here. They might have gone to the other place. Can't quite see. It's too far. I did forget cinematic mode. So, my bad. Okay, then do it. Where the hell did Loki go? They didn't quit, did they? No? Didn't quit. Okay. Making my life hard, huh? There's only one person over here too, huh? That's a good sign. Tom, I don't know where you are, but you're supposed to be over by the bridge to the castle. He's still in the game. There he is. All right. Fixed it. Ooh, nice lag spike there. No amount of graphics card or processors helping against that. This is YBA problem. Anyways, it looks like Julian's decided to stop throwing the game. Switched off of Aerosmith, has switched over to Star Platinum, I believe regular Star Platinum, from what I can tell. That stand, yep, it's no normal Star Platinum. Star Platinum, of course, being able to tear things up, but given the chance, but what do you call it? D4C Love Train is one of those stands that is going to do its absolute best to not give you the chance. So we'll see how that plays out. Star Platinum has some really, really good options to deal with the clones, though. Heavy Punch having a lot of range, and Starfinger doing a lot of damage and having a lot of range. But unfortunately, Explosive Clone is one of those things that you can kind of just spam out over and over again. Did kind of get memed a little bit there. This combo is going to get potentially butchered by the clone. The people kind of sleep on the clones. I did too. If you let the clones hit you, they do a lot of damage, a lot more than you would expect. So you do have to be a little bit. You do have to be a little bit careful. I have no idea what that means, but good question because I don't know the answer. Looks like Rage coming out here from Julian, but that's oh, that time stop got canceled. That's not going to be pretty. That might have been Julian's way back into this match, but it's getting canceled. Here comes a combo, though. That should do a bunch. Doesn't quite commit on the combo, doesn't get any extra damage off of it, but does grab a heavy punch right afterwards, which is going to give yourself a decent chunk of damage. Another batch of clones coming out here. Both batches of clones getting dispatched pretty easily. That one clone running up against the wall can't quite get up, trying to kill someone up there. And at this point, we're just going to see, yep, another explosive clone. Right now, Julian's really struggling to deal with the explosive clones, and he just reversed a Starfinger back on himself. He can't have too much health left. This matchup being pretty rough, all things considered, for Star Platinum. You do have options to deal with it, but at the end of the day, if the D4C Love Train is playing correctly and you're not capitalizing enough when you get those openings, you're just not going to take it home. And that first stock is going to be taken by Loki here. Julian on his tournament stock, if he loses here, if he takes too much damage, gets knocked out, and that's a done deal for him. So, you know he doesn't want to get out. Maybe potentially cursing himself for picking the Aerosmith right off the bat, as the potential of having Star Platinum available from the start may have given him a chance against the SCR earlier, but yeah, that barrage is going to hurt. That's going to do a lot of damage. We'll probably see, yep, Zoom Punch, maybe a Revolver. Yeah, there's the block break. That's going to be even more damage, and I think that's that amount of momentum in favor of Loki with the clone still being available is going to be really bad. That's going to get him. Yep, that'll kill him. That second stock not looking pretty. Julian is going to get knocked out, and Loki's going to take the game 2-0. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen as many D4C Love Trains in my tournaments. I guess because Time Stop's so nuts that everyone just uses that. See what I got here. Mr. Awesome and Ninja, I don't think they've played, so we're gonna see them. Actually, well, yeah, we will see them, but Nova and Anfan never reported a match, and I've been waiting on them since the start of the tournament. So that's kind of problematic. What exactly happened there? I haven't been able to move Loser's Bracket on because of that. You didn't find Nova? Doesn't look like he's in the game. So congratulations on your win, my friend. Because he quit out. Alright. So Nerf Master automatically wins there. Got it. Hacker and Tom finished. Cool. Okay, let's get Moo Moo and Nerf Master. You guys go over by the tunnel to the train station. There shouldn't be anyone there, I don't think. Anfan and Nox, you guys are gonna play... Actually, hang on, don't... Yeah, no, Anfan and Nox, you guys play here. I think I said Mr. Awesome and Ninja play somewhere. Don't do that. Unless they already started, in which case you can. We've got Nox with, I believe, The World Over Heaven. I think I heard that voice line. And Anfan with SCR, so this should be an interesting game for sure. Power of the H moves. The World Over Heaven, in theory, should probably be winning this, but Silver Chariot Requiem is one of those stands that's just so strong that sometimes, actually, maybe it's even. Oh, that time stop, I didn't think it was coming out, but I stand corrected. This is probably going to be big. Surely we see a, yep, there's the Reality Override Punch. That's going to be more M1s. This is where it gets really, really bad for Anfan. He does manage to get the Conqueror's Will off, but a lot of that damage is gonna get stomped out by that Heaven Ascended Smite there. And it looks like he's not, oh, okay, not quite gonna be able to get the confirm off of that. I think that the, what do you call it? The Arrow Barrage got glitched out there and he couldn't move forward, but this is gonna be some big damage for sure. So far, it seems like Anfan has a better grasp on the, game and the stand he's using, but of course, you know, we're working with the World Over Heaven here, a stand that just out damages a lot of stands and has that crazy powerful time stop. So far, though, really not looking pretty for Nox. He's been getting hit by basically everything, and I don't think he's landed a single real hit since he used that time stop. And that time stop was almost not even active. Misses another one of those Heaven Ascended Smites, and there's the... I think that was both Helping Hand and your own Shadow being activated there, which means that Nox isn't able to do any damage. Does manage to hit the Reality Overrape, though, and that is the win button sometimes. Does go for the Barrage first to get himself out of the combo, but it's not quite going to work out. Reality Overrape Punch, of course, making your hitbacks significantly larger. Hitbacks, yep, I can talk. Making your hitbox significantly larger, which makes those hits a lot easier to land. Looks like probably could have continued that... Oh, that's not good. Got his Heaven Ascended Smite canceled. I think that cancel on the... Yep, the reversal on the Smite's going to take the first stock there. We were seeing just a second ago that Anfan was going for the Arrow Barrage, but the lost leg from the Reality Overrape Punch looks like it stopped him from moving nearly as fast. The beginning of that match was looking very Nox favored, but definitely not towards the end of it. Anfan kind of started running away with it. That's a whole lot of damage if you land all those knives, of course, all of them being 8.1, and you got 4 hits if you've got it fully upgraded, so definitely not something to laugh at. There's Heaven Ascended Smite finally being able to land there, but it looks like Time Stop either not being available or just forgetting that it is available and opting not to use it. Here's another Conqueror's Will, and I think it glitched out. I'm not seeing any damage numbers over there. Unfortunate, YBA'd. It looks like Anfan's been YBA'd, which is really a shame. That potentially could have had enough momentum to finish up the entire game, but not quite. Does go in for the M1s, but they're all getting reversaled. The M1's only doing 4.7 on that reversal, since the destructive power only carries over towards the SCR player and not the World Over Heaven player. If it fully reversed all the damage back like Love Train, that would be it wouldn't be pretty, let's just say that. So far, it's been looking really rough for Nox. There's another Arrow Barrage. I don't think he's gonna die off of this, but it's gonna be pretty. Okay, that's really, really bad. Messes up the barrage, gets barraged himself. Arrow Barrage not gonna be coming back, but it is gonna guarantee a Jawbreaker. That second Jawbreaker there is gonna wrap it up, and it looks like Anfan's gonna take it over Nox. Let us get, I think I sent Moo and Nerf Master to play. I hope I did. Let's get Nox and AFK Shu. You guys play in the Trish corner. And Mr. Awesome and Ninja, if they're here, I might have sent them to play. No, I didn't. You guys play in the middle. Alright, so Ninja with, what is that, GER? I think it's GER, I can't tell. GER Star Platinum, I believe. Can't quite tell. I think Mr. Awesome with Star Platinum and Ninja with GER. This isn't the same GER from earlier, is it? Maybe it is. It might be the GER Pluck. So far, not looking too good for him, though. Star Platinum with the, oh, okay. Intentionally misses the kick barrage there, baits out the counter. Well played. But Star Platinum boxing can be really bad, and we're seeing that exactly here. Could have gotten more off of that combo, I think, but going for the Jawbreaker is free damage. And you know what? Better to be safe than sorry in these tournament settings. Ooh, great block break off of that life beam. Really smart. Goes for the boxing barrage there, and it looks like the boxing barrage isn't quite going to outlast it. And of course, Mr. Awesome, knowing that he can just tank the barrage if he decides to just wait it out and then use the Jawbreaker. Boxing barrage is one of those moves that either can be pretty good or really bad, depending on how your opponent knows how to deal with it. And if the opponent does know how to deal with it, you kind of just lose for using it, since the enemy can just barrage back and then Jawbreaker, and you take way more damage. Just the unfortunate reality of boxing barrage. Kind of a useless move, if I'll be honest. But Rage Mode being activated here for Mr. Awesome, he's not going to be able to get too much off of the time stop, but the Rage itself is going to buff up the damage a whole lot. There's another Jawbreaker, 31.9. Catches the get up with the Starfinger, but the counter is going to be able to come out here, which is going to get a lot of damage for Ninja, and he's going to get the Barrage second, so that's going to be a little bit more damage, but the damage being pretty heavily nerfed by the by the rage mode. Here's the awakening coming out, 74 heal, because of course that still works for some reason. Terminator mode being activated, but certainly not helping too much considering the fact that it looks like Ninja is just taking even more damage here. Does go for that Starfinger, not going to work out. Opting to block. Here's a kick barrage. Nope, nothing. Looks like the M1's certainly trading back and forth here. This is where Ninja should be at the advantage, but so far Ninja's just been taking a ton of damage. 13 damage on those Scorpions with 4 hits, but only managed to land 3 of them. Here's another one of those inhales. Inhale being basically the most buffed move in the entire game, and it looks like that stock's going to be taken while the awakening is active, which is not something you see every day. Inhale used to be a kind of inconsistent move, and now it's a very consistent move. It used to be that if you timed your dash or heavy punch right out of an inhale, it kind of acted like a barrage. Now you can't do anything. You just kind of gotta tank it, which can be brutal at times. It's one of the things that pushed Star Platinum towards being a whole lot better recently, and we're seeing great use of it coming out here so far from Mr. Awesome. Gonna get himself out of that combo with the tree, but here's another rage being activated. Ooh, gets caught with the counter. Only 4.4 damage with those M1s because of the damage nerf coming from the rage mode. And decides to barrage first, I think there, or I guess it wasn't a barrage first because managed to get away with the Jawbreaker. Isn't going to be able to punish for the heal coming out there, which is going to be a 50 damage back for Ninja. But so far, I'm not sure that 50 damage is going to help, especially with this block break. And got another Jawbreaker there with the Eye Gouge and the Inhale. That's a ton of damage. Those 4.4s are really not going to be making up for all this damage. Doesn't quite get the confirm into the Eye Gouge off of the Starfinger there. I think that's something that people really kind of overestimate. Oh, that's going to get RTZ'd for sure, right? Yeah. I'm not in it, but that got RTZ'd. Not surprising. That's going to be quite a bit of damage. Not entirely sure why Mr. Awesome did that. I think it might have been a misclick. Maybe he was trying to time skip, and he forgot the rage active. I've done that plenty of times before, and I've also complained plenty of times before the fact that you can't time skip during rage mode, which is really, really stupid. No one's ever going to change anything on that, but man, I wish. Oh, block breaks with all the projectiles. That's not pretty. Gonna get the Eye Gouge and a few more M1s with that Jawbreaker, but looks like Mr. Awesome answering back with his own. Another block break, getting some more damage. Doesn't look like he had the... All right, gonna RTZ himself out of that. Probably a good call. Does manage to get out of it. Doesn't look like they had the Inhale available quite yet, though. So far, it's looking a whole lot more competitive than it did on that first stock, for sure. The first stock pretty much got entirely cleaned up by Mr. Awesome, and the second stock may be following that exact scenario, because Mr. Awesome's going to take him out and take the game 2-0. Second stock was definitely more competitive than the first, though, and I think Ninja being warmed up here has a pretty good chance in losers bracket from the looks of it. Missing something? Oh, no, I'm not. Making progress. Alrighty. Let's have... Oh, hang on. Okay, yeah, that's the match I just saw. Okay. Let's have Hacker Knee and Nerf Master go to the tunnel by the train station. AFK Shu and Loki, I thought I told to play, but I might not have. I guess I didn't. That's my bad. AFK Shu and Loki, you guys go play at the Trish corner, because I don't think there's anyone there. And then MLG Mask and Fan should be... I don't think I told them to play, right? Maybe I did. I don't think I did. You guys are in the middle, assuming I didn't tell you to play anywhere. Yeah, I didn't. All right, cool. Gotcha. We got it. No problemo. So I think this is going to be... I don't know where Anfan... There he is. This is going to be SCR versus the World. MLG Mask put on a real show against, I think that was D4C Love Train, right? The last match he played against Loki, I believe. Yeah, MLG Mask put on a real show against Loki, so I'll be interested to see the matchup versus SCR, because I was saying that the matchup was bad for the world against D4C Love Train. The matchup is even worse against Silver Chariot Requiem. So this is going to be brutal, because the problem is, you know, at least the D4C Love Train doesn't have a time stop basically to contest against the world's time stop, and Silver Chariot Requiem does have that, on top of Silver Chariot Requiem being able to pilot out of basically everything. SCR is broken. Review coming in 2030. So it's going to be a very uphill battle for MLG to win this, but it's not impossible, especially when you consider the fact that we're going with Vampire versus Boxing, but which for once in Vampire's life may be a winning spec matchup. That's right. No, it's actually pretty even though, considering the fact that they're not getting extra damage. So it is nice to actually be able to rely on that blood that you've got access to. And so far, the match hasn't been looking pretty good for MLG Mask. He just got hit by a eye gouge in neutral, which is something you don't see very often. Eye gouge in neutral not being a super great option. You know, time stop gonna come out. It looks like the time stop was attempted to be canceled there by Anfan, but not quite gonna work out. Ooh, got AUT'd on the time stop. TP'd after the time stop to a different area. So not gonna be able to land that. What do you call it? Not going to be able to land that freezing punch into the Road Roller, and that's going to wrap up the first stock with Anfan taking it. MLG Mask has got his work cut out for him, I'll tell you that. Oh, he spawns in the sewers too, so who knows where he is. Just gone. There he is. Kicking off the first stock with a bad omen, immediately getting hit by an arrow barrage. Does manage to pull it back though. Here's a freezing punch. Of course, MLG Mask knowing full well that if he went for the Road Roller there, it'd get reversaled. Fortunately, even if he did go for that, he wouldn't take any damage, because Road Roller is invincible throughout the entire move once you've started it, so things that normally would counter it don't do anything outside of certain counters. I believe it's Seamoon's counter and Anubis's counter will both cancel Road Roller, but if you use any of the damage reflection moves, it won't stop the Road Roller, as well as GER's counter won't stop it either. Any damage reflection move is just gonna magically reflect the damage to nobody because you're invincible throughout the entire thing. So it wouldn't be necessarily a bad use, but it also wouldn't be great. Looks like maybe didn't have Road Roller available there. Does go for the kick barrage, but only gets one hit. Here's a time stop. I'm starting to think these time stops are a little bit desperate coming out from MLG Mask, but I can't even say that I'm all that surprised, because you don't have too many options when it comes down to it. So far, though, it's looking a lot better than it did before for MLG Mask, and I think he just took the stock, so a whole lot better. We're seeing our first 1-1 match of the day so far. Of course, these games being a lot closer and being in winner's bracket, so that should make sense. Anfan gonna be running back here, immediately throwing those knives and using a Space Ripper. The Space Ripper Stingy Eyes are a very good tool for the kit of Vampire players, but also you don't get too many chances to use them since they need to be at a specific range for it to really be that effective. That or be laser beam accurate, but that doesn't really happen. Doesn't quite get caught without the stand, and I think that might be, I don't think there's gonna, oh, okay, no, is able to pilot out of it with the bad barrage. That's the biggest thing that SCR has going for it. With the combination of the pilot and Shadow Atmosphere, ooh, that parry's bad. With the combination between Shadow Atmosphere and the pilot, you can do the worst barrages in the world and get away with it anyway. And if you succeed with the terrible barrage, you can get a double barrage, and if you fail, you take no extra damage. SCR's stupid. Nerf, please. Review coming 2030. But not getting away with it that time is going to get... Oh, that's going to be time stop for sure. This could be really bad for Anfan. This might be a 2-0 reversal. All right, decides to go immediately for that for that road roller. I know why they did it so early, and it's because they didn't want Anfan to be able to enable their stand and use the your own shadow to try to reverse the damage. Smart play there. And, you know, I think things have really been turning around, but that instant momentum stop from Anfan, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Really depends on how much they're... Oh, that's really, really bad. Does get the block break. That's going to be a double barrage here, maybe a triple barrage. Doesn't matter. That's going to take the game. Anfan 2-1. You guys taking your bets in Twitch chat? I didn't even notice. That's funny. I mean, you might as well, I guess. Don't see why not. Oh, Loki got knocked out. No more D4C Love Train. All right, let's have MLG Mask and Nerf Master play at the train station tunnel. Ninja and AFK Shoe, you guys go ahead and play at the Bow Salesman. And let's have Anfan and Mr. Awesome, you guys are gonna play right here in front of me. Oop, my pilot's broken. The best ability in the game! I hope it doesn't brick you anymore. I'm assuming it doesn't. I'm pretty sure they fixed that. That was so funny. How does that happen? I'm gonna interrupt the match commentary that's starting out here. Can we talk about the fact that they fixed marionette control and yet they broke it and they made it so that it just stops you from doing anything? Tell me, did they test anything that they make for YBA? No, there's no way. They couldn't have tested it. They could not have tested it. They were like, it's probably fixed. We'll throw it in there, whatever. Give me a break. Someone sent me that in my DMs after it happened. It was so funny because I didn't go to check it myself either because I just assumed it would work. And someone sent me a DM and they're like, hey man, there's a bug going on with marionette control. It makes you unable to do any moves. And I was like, that can't be right. How do you do it? And they were like, you just use the move. And I was like, wait, what? Really? I did it. And I clicked and nothing happened. And I was like, oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, man. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. It was really, really funny. At least it got fixed within a reasonable amount of time. I'm used to, I was actually really impressed this time around with the YBA hot fixes. They fixed a bunch of stuff almost immediately after the update came out. And normally that stuff takes forever to fix. I talked to Paragon and I got him to fix the infinite bomb combo thing. So you can thank me for that. For once in your life, for once in my life, I actually managed to fix something. So the infinite Killer Queen bomb combo getting fixed was actually me. But I was pretty impressed that they fixed the marionette control thing in a reasonable amount of time. I expected like 3 weeks of cheesers and 1v1s just marionette controlling people and having them unable to play. Anyways, that's pretty irrelevant to the actual game we're watching, and honestly, I've not been paying any attention, so I don't know who's winning this. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. SCR versus Star Platinum in this matchup is pretty even, but I can see SCR having a slight advantage at the very least. Looking like I might eat my words, though, because Star Platinum is taking the first stock there. I don't even remember who's playing. I think it's Mr. Awesome and Anfan. Yes, it is. I don't remember, or I don't totally forget the players that are playing. Anfan getting a decent spawn running back immediately, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Mr. Awesome's going to get a ton of HP back from that for sure. But it looks like from the amount they're healing, they took a lot of damage themselves, and there's a Conquer as well, which might just delete all that damage that they managed to regain. Ooh, I think that was that might have been an accidental 5th punch there that knocked back. That's really, really bad. Does manage to pull off that Your Own Shadow to cancel the extra combo. Just gonna walk into that. Yep, gonna kill himself with his own kick barrage there. Not a whole lot of options if the opponent just walks into you. Not sure how that block broke there. I don't know what move it was. Manages to avoid the Jawbreaker, get a Jawbreaker of your own. I see that a lot in lower end play. Obviously, this is not lower end play since I think this is winners finals. Whoever wins this goes into grands. But I see a lot of the time people really poorly punish Jawbreaker. If someone whiffs Jawbreaker, that's a lot of lag there. You can use a big variety of moves to punish that. I see a lot of people just go for M1s, and a lot of the time there's better options. I even fall victim to it sometimes. That time stop's gonna get a little bit of damage there, but of course the time stop got nuked in this most recent update. It's back to being terrible, so that's not gonna get you too much damage. You know what? We can do another non sequitur and ruin this winners finals match by talking about something that has nothing to do with the winners finals match. But can we talk about the fact that that they almost did the right thing with time stops and then screwed it up and then went all the way back to status quo? I already made a video on it, but you spend more skill points to get a time stop that lasts half as long for the rage time stop stance. And you have to gain the rage first, and you lose your rage mode. Whereas stands like Star Platinum of the world get the rage mode at a press of a key at any point, and they can time stop at any point. I just don't get it. Time stop. All right, hear me out here. That stock being taken by Anfan, so it looks like I think we're at 1-1 now. Time stop on rage time stop stands should last a long time, be reflective of how much rage you have when you use it, and should use your rage when you use it. How is that? I don't get it. Why is that so hard for them to do? It should be, you'd think that would be self-explanatory, but nope. Now time stops are back to lasting like fractions of seconds and using up all your rage, so they're not worth using until the end of the time stop where they last the maximum amount of length anyway. Doesn't make any sense. The system's so fucked. Like, yeah, let's make it so that the optimal way to use time stop is to wait until your rage is over, because it'll be the same length no matter what. It's so dumb. I think that right now Mr. Awesome's got a pretty hefty advantage here over Anfan, because Mr. Awesome was able to take the first stock, which means that all that damage on that second stock there was extra credit. And of course the barrage coming out here, I don't know if it's not getting reflected. All right, that's good. Decides to run in there with the arrow barrage. I don't know if that was a worthwhile trade, but getting the block break, it looks like it probably was, but oh, that's okay. Yep, smart play there. Definitely the correct option to go for that barrage. Didn't use the pilot though. I'm not entirely sure. That was a pretty bad misplay there for Anfan, and honestly may have cost him the game. I would not be totally surprised. Anfan, what he needed to do there, oh, that time stop's really, really bad for Anfan. All right, yep, there it is. Mr. Awesome gonna be taking that flub all the way to the bank and taking the game. 2-1. What Anfan wanted to do there for sure was to barrage pilot and push him back, but no such luck. All right. Those other games are probably done. If they're not, we might be in trouble. I think Ninja and AFK Shoes still going. Well, we gotta go find it if it's still going, because I can't do jack until that's over. That's not it, because that's not an area of play. That's just people killing each other. Where did I tell them to go? Question of the day. They're not up here, right? No. Yeah, they're playing somewhere. I gotta find it. We'll get there. No. Maybe? Hey, buddy. Your game over? Yes, it is. Cool. Well, found it. Alright, so it's gonna be AFK Shoe and Nerf Master in the middle. This is, I think, losers semis? Yeah, losers semis. Oh wait, no it's not. Oh yeah, no it is. I'm dumb. It's losers semis. I'm big dumb. The World AU. I don't know if I've seen Nerf Master play yet, because I have not seen the World AU. I've also not seen a White Snake, so this should be interesting. White Snake, of course, I did a video on a little while back, pretty recently. White Snake's fun. Definitely doesn't beat the time-stopping standstill, but it's good. Pilot, something that I don't utilize nearly as much as I should, but it looks like AFK Shoe has got that on lock already, starting the game in Pilot. Have I watched any of Nerf Master's games? I don't think so. I think he got knocked out by Nox on the first round. Oh my god, Nerf Master's, what? Nerf Master's on the loser's run of his life. Nerf Master got knocked out first round and has beaten every single losers match opponent all the way up to this person. He's played the most losers games out of anyone. So he's probably having a rough time right now. And not looking too great so far, but you know what? He can definitely pull this back. Going for the eye gouge and neutral. The World AU being a very, very good stand. People were sleeping on it even before the knives were fixed. Even before the knives were fixed, I think the World AU is really good. And what's really going to be killing AFK Shoe here is every single time that AFK Shoe goes to use that pilot, he's tanking knives. It's just going to happen, right? And as well as even with that good usage of the pilot, you know, you do have to be a little bit careful with the pilot, because the pilot seems good on paper, but then you realize the fact that you can't use any spec moves while your pilot's active. So even if you get that spirit disc off and you take their stand away, you can't get damage with Jawbreaker or Eye Gouge, which can really hurt your damage potential. Landing Eye Gouge probably not super likely, but Jawbreaker definitely adding on some more damage. Rage is gonna be coming out here though, and someone was telling me that Rage buffs knives now too, which I don't know if it's true or not, because I'm too stupid to realize how much damage they do, but assuming that that's the case, that's really good, and also probably shouldn't exist, but you know what, here we are. First stock being taken here by Nerf Master, and that puts AFK Shoe on his tournament stock with Nerf Master still having Rage active. Looks like Nerf Master's running the no time stop, the World AU. Probably the right play, honestly, because your time stop's never going to get you that much damage anyway, and if you have Rage mode and you can time skip during it, that's it's just better. Here we are going to see, all right, yep, does know the counter play to the boxing barrage. That's not going to get any damage. Goes for the explosive grenade there. Grenade's another move that the World AU players, at least bad ones, don't use nearly enough. It's really good. You can use it to hit people right as they get up off the ground. Another hit on knives because of the pilot there. So far, AFK Shoe's pretty much just been getting butchered every single time they go for that pilot. And when they get close, they seem to do a little bit better. So I'm interested to see. I think the pilot's kind of situational stand matchup based for me. I don't know, man. I play a lot of things. I think the World AU and King Crimson are probably the most fun to play, in my opinion. I really like Tusk Act 4, though. I just wished it worked a little bit better. Did we get time stopped? I don't know who did that or why. I think it was on the other side of the... Oh, I was the only one that got time stopped. That was the second stock there. I stand corrected. I thought they get time stopped, but nope, they died. Nerf Master is going to take it 2-0 in a pretty convincing fashion and move himself over to Losers Finals against Anfan. And Fan and Nerf Master, you guys are up. Losers finals. Let's see it. Whoever wins this is going to Grands to fight Mr. Awesome. And I know Fan wants that rematch. I'm not entirely sure how Nerf Master got knocked out first round because that looked really good. I have no idea what happened. Maybe he threw and picked a bad stand. I'm not sure. But this The World AU has been putting in some work. Not that, though. That looks like it's really going to hurt. That's a lot of damage. And Fan showing the mastery of the stand some more, getting a lot of damage there. But once that, yeah, it's going to be a pilot out of it for sure. Maybe dash in for the, oh, okay. Here it comes. I'm assuming, oh, good block break. Yep, there's the confirm. The chop into eye gouge is a confirm. People say it's not. They're wrong. It is. You've got to be really quick on it, though. And here's a Conqueror's Will coming out. That's going to be a lot of damage for Fan. He needs to recover the damage, though, because he's been taking a ton of damage from the looks of it from Nerf Master. Nerf Master throwing some more knives, does get his gun canceled there, and oh, I thought he might have gotten away with the block there. Gonna try to barrage back, not gonna get away with it. I think we're gonna see an arrow barrage, maybe. Nope, goes for the jawbreaker. We've seen a little bit of an adaptation. I don't know if it's adaptation or not. Good block break there. Yep, free damage. I don't know if it's adaptation or not, but we've seen a lot less of dash in. Oh, that's first stock going down for Nerf Master in a pretty convincing fashion. How did he get knocked out first round? What happened here? He was playing against Nox, right? Who did Nox lose to? Hang on. Something's wrong here. Okay, Nox lost to Fan. And then Nox was knocked out by AFK Shu, who was the what do you call it? The White Snake. So the White Snake is the person who knocked out the person who beat Nerf Master. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Nerf Master's good. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was just off of his game, because he's kicking ass right now. I hope that's not Fan, because he can't, oh, that's my bad. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't switch in between stocks. Yeah, sorry, buddy. That ain't how that works. You should have a button you press for streams that just does the game thing from Smash you do. I should. That's a good idea. I don't know if I can. Surely I can do that. Yeah, 100% I can. I'll work on that. Who was that said that? Censor. That's a good name. Yeah, no, I can almost certainly do that. I'll see if I can get that done. That would be cool. I've got something I need to edit after I finish this stream, but after that, if I remember, I'll look into it. Second stock starting off here. Conqueror's Will right off the bat. Can't say I'm all that surprised. Right now, Fan has got his work cut out for him to claw his way back into this lead, or to claw his way back into the game, really. He's got to even it up, and it looks like he's doing just that with this big combo off of Conqueror's Will. That is a lot of damage, probably about a half damage combo there, and gonna use the what do you call it? Gonna use the Conqueror's Will right off the bat. Ooh, this is looking really rough. This second stock definitely resetting the momentum so far. It's looking pretty good for Fan comparatively. Jawbreaker, I don't think can hit pilot stands, as we've just seen there. And right now, yeah, you gotta, oh, okay, really good use of grenade there. You've gotta be really careful. Ooh, okay, good use of chop too. You got to be really careful when that pilot starts getting the distance on you, because once you get further and further away, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do. Really good use of your own shadow this time around. The your own shadow wasn't looking too good in the last stock, but definitely improving this time around. Looks like Fan wants to maybe try to stall out the rage. Just use the pilot when he can. Yep, there's the arrow barrage. I knew that was coming. The arrow barrage being able to connect really well, considering the fact that Anfan had the helping hand active, which increases the speed. Does get the gun off, but it's not going to matter. Second stock's going to go down, and it looks like we're going to be at 1-1 in losers finals. Tournament stock is on the line here. Whoever wins this is going to be going up against Mr. Awesome in grand finals. Sniping him with the knives, starting things off with the gun and the knives, which is going to be a lot of damage. Gonna get that, gonna go get those knives reversed though, and here's a block break. That's not pretty. We haven't seen, or the Conqueror's Will is maybe a third of the way back at this point, and really, Nerf Master does not want to get hit by that. Really, really does not. Big combo coming out from Anfan, some more M1s, a whole lot of M1s, really. Things have really been on the back foot here. Did that get canceled? I think that the Conqueror's Will got canceled. I don't know if it was a misinput or what, but no Conqueror's Will today. Use the barrage there. I don't know if we're going to see a barrage back. Not looking like it. So far, momentum is pretty even. I think the whole game in general is even, but maybe not, because Nerf Master's going to take the second stock, knock Anfan out of the tournament, and move himself all the way from getting knocked out in the first round to the grand finals going up against Mr. Awesome. How did he get knocked out first round? I don't understand. I'm so lost. What happened? No wonder I didn't see him at all. What the hell? Grand Finals is Nerf Master versus Mr. Awesome. Nerf Master with hands down the craziest losers run of any of these tournaments. Never in my life did I think I'd see this. First round knockout usually just means first round losers bracket usually means second round knockout. Not getting all the way up to grand finals. Great block break. Right now, momentum definitely in favor of Nerf Master, but Nerf Master at the end of the day does have to win 2 sets against Mr. Awesome in order to take the whole tournament. Of course, bracket resets being a thing here so that you don't feel robbed if you get all the way there in losers and then lose once to someone who came from losers. And Mr. Awesome answering back with a combo of his own, getting quite a bit of damage. Here's the rage coming out. We're going to see the duality of stands here. Ooh, good parry. Because I believe Mr. Awesome is using the time stop. Great use of grenade there. Mr. Awesome is using the time stop, and Nerf Master is not. That means that Nerf Master is going to be able to be a whole lot more aggressive than Mr. Awesome is, because Mr. Awesome can't use his time stop during rage. But it does also mean that Nerf Master doesn't have too much time stop resistance. For those who may not know, time stop resistance is basically entirely, not basically, it is entirely based on how much time stop time you have. So since Nerf Master only has access to the time skip and the time stop resistance node 1, he's not going to have that much time stop resistance. So the time stop's going to be a whole lot more powerful. But then again, after those time stop nerfs, I don't know how much Star Platinum can even get off of a time stop. Never mind a time stop against someone with TS resist. So far, been seeing Mr. Awesome get hit with a lot of projectiles though, and hasn't blocked any. I think that it's a, what do you call it? I think it's definitely a habit thing. That's what I'm looking for. To not block the World AU's knives. They are blockable now. So the habit of not blocking them can be pretty rough. But once you start blocking them, I think the matchup gets a little bit easier, but not that much easier, as the knives come out pretty quick. And trying to constantly react to them is easier said than done. Mr. Awesome taking a backseat for pretty much that entire stock there, and he's gonna drop the first one to Nerf Master. 3 more stocks, and Nerf Master can take this home. Mr. Awesome does have plenty of time to bring it back, though. With 2 games on the line here, it's not out of the question to bring it back, even in this game alone. I would not be surprised. We've seen him do good stuff already, and he really just needs a few of these really good combos, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. A good block break there. Doesn't have too much that they can capitalize off of the block break, but is going to get away with that kick barrage. Full thing, didn't time skip out. And it really, I think it comes down to how much projectiles that Nerf Master is going to be able to land versus how many combos that we're going to see coming out for Mr. Awesome. And that last stock, it was pretty much all projectiles all the time. Okay, does barrage out, goes for the block immediately, does get himself out of that, avoids the block break scenario, and that's a great inhale, especially since Nerf Master doesn't have the barrage, so he can't get himself out. That's going to be a very good chunk of damage, but oh, that's going to be, okay. It's kind of scary whenever you see Kick Barrage come out and whiff, because that's basically a free 2 sets of knives if it doesn't get canceled, and Mr. Awesome doesn't do a good job of avoiding it. Great catch with the Starfinger there. I thought maybe we'd see a Jawbreaker, but nope. Is going to barrage out of the inhale to try to mitigate some of that damage. Might, yep, AUTs himself out of the barrage. Well played there. Good job, YBA. And so far, this stock has been looking a lot more Mr. Awesome favored, but we have seen quite a few projectiles land, and those kind of... oh, yep, there it is. Mr. Awesome wrapping up the first stock, 1-1. If Mr. Awesome takes one more, tournament's over. But if Nerf Master takes it, that's a bracket reset, and we're going to a game 2. You need to get out. In the way, my friend. Immediately starting off the second stock, that's going to be a good amount of damage. Doesn't pull the trigger on that smoke grenade. May not have had the revolver available. I think they might have broken block with the revolver, so they didn't have it. Good catch there with Starfinger. Is going to barrage himself out, though, and going to tank a lot of damage. I think off this barrage, going to eat the Jawbreaker for sure. Yep, 25.5 damage. It can be kind of scary. Oh, great use of the revolver. That smoke grenade, failing to use it earlier, actually helped him out a lot here, bailing himself out with the smoke grenade. That's potentially bad. Smoke grenade is a pretty good move to use as crowd control, because if the person goes anywhere near it, you can just detonate it at any time, assuming it works. That's the thing that can be kind of scary about smoke grenade. Sometimes you'll be relying on it to get a hit, and the smoke grenade would just go, nah, I don't feel like exploding today. There's that time stop that we were talking about, and there's that no time stop resistance basically at all from Nerf Master, as I was saying. Does land the revolver, though, and it looks like Nerf Master's gonna get his rage here. Nerf Master has been playing a whole lot of passive game here, trying to keep Mr. Awesome out, just throwing knives, not going in too often, and I can see why. Star Platinum is a powerhouse, and if you get close, this is what happens to you. So for anyone that's like, this is lame, why is Nerf Master playing so far away? You just looked at it. You get hit with like 2 of these moves, and you're tanking a huge combo. So far, looking pretty Mr. Awesome favored once again. That first stock may have been a fluke. Nerf Master just kind of getting torn up right now. Yep, here's another inhale. Tries to barrage himself out. He's going to eat another Jawbreaker, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's enough to finish up the stock. Not quite, but I think we're seeing a slowdown here, which means that Nerf Master is definitely a lot lower on health. It really comes down to this, because if Nerf Master's able to take this stock, he goes into the second game, which means he gets a full reset back to neutral. He gets to heal himself back to full, gets to kind of break this momentum, but I don't know if it's going to happen here, because that's going to be a lot of damage. Does avoid the eye gouge, but it's not going to matter. Mr. Awesome's going to take that second stock, wrap up the tournament, and be your Eclipse Weekly Tournament number 15 Grand Champion. Well done. High praise, honestly, to Nerf Master. He played a lot of games. Losing first round, playing... I wish you could see... I wish I could show you the bracket. I don't have it in. But, so there was one person on the whole bracket that had to play one more loser's match than everyone else, and it was Nerf Master. So he drew the smallest straw and managed to make it all the way to grand finals, which is certainly an impressive feat. Really, really good. Congratulations to Mr. Awesome for taking it home in a pretty convincing fashion at the end there. First stock being rough, but cleaning it up with the second two. Huge shout-outs, obviously, to Nerf Master for the crazy losers run. And that's going to wrap up today's tournament at... How long was I here? I don't think... It doesn't feel like I was here that long. A quick tournament. No, I'm not extending the stream. I got work to do. We're only here for a minute or an hour 24? Doesn't feel like it. What the hell? Some quick games today. I guess we didn't have as many first round Nerf Master. Oh, he used White Album. Okay, that would explain it. Nerf Master used White Album first round and got messed up. But anyways, yeah. suppose that's gonna finish things up. There were no King Crimson Requiems using pose after box, so I guess they couldn't stall out for an hour and a half. All around, though, that was really entertaining. That was a good tournament. One of the better ones, for sure. Thanks for everyone who came out. Appreciate it. I'm loving laughing at all the stand hate for Star Platinum. You wouldn't have beaten that guy either. Star Platinum isn't just like a carry. You guys realize that these people that are playing are good at the game, right? They would kick the ass of 90% of you. I hate to break it to you, all the Star Platinum haters. That's all. So if you enjoyed the stream, you can leave a like, subscribe. If you didn't and you watched all the way through, what's wrong with you? And with that being said, have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Good night, guys.